Hi, I'm Brendan Buchanan, aka B Dog's Maths. I'm doing this video for a particular parent who I had a chat with you last week regarding times tables, and she's got a young daughter that has come to me saying that she's struggling with her 8 times tables, which is a common thing: sevens, eights, nines, six, sevens, eights, and then nines are usually the main issues with times tables practice that what children come forward with. So my objective is here to just to show one way how parents can assist with their children and their times tables. And the first thing I need to do, I need to deal with a misunderstanding in what we mean by knowing your times tables. Okay, so let me give you an example. All right, so here I've got a whiteboard, and here I've got my youngster. Let me so here's my youngster A, and my youngster A says that they know their 3 times table, and then I ask the youngster, I say, go on then, what's the 3 times table? And they will say 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and so on. In fact, they may know the 3 times table, but this is not proof of knowing what the 3 times table is. All right, this is knowing that you can count up in 3s, that you know the sequence of counting up, adding 3 each time, and so on. So if I then say, okay, what's 4 times 3? And then the person goes, or the child A goes 3, 6, 9, 12, 12. I say, okay, don't make any body language to show disappointment or to show excitement, just be neutral. And then say, what about 9 times 3? If they do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, all the way to 27, and then shout 27 out, then you know they don't know their 3 times table. What they know is how to count up in 3s until they've done that 9 times. So this is not knowing your 3 times table. Knowing your 3 times table is to know the fact like that. Okay. And also understanding how times tables works. If I ask the child what 9 times 3 is and they went blank, a person that knows their times tables would definitely go to 10 times 3, knowing that that's 30, and then subtract 3 to make 27. So this is the way you can kind of know, first of all, if your child knows a times table. They may say they're struggling with their 8s. If they're struggling with their 6, 7s, and 8s, there's a high possibility they don't know many of the other times tables, because most of them are reverse, obviously. So how do we teach them? So let's go for this 8 times table that this young lady wants to learn with. First of all, get them to draw some pictures for me. And I think if you guys remember your science lessons, you've seen the distance, speed, time triangle, where this is what I call the times table triangle. So we're doing the 8s, right? So I start off with 1 times 8, and then I kind of either do a different color or I might highlight or something. That 1 times 8 is 8. I then do again for 2 times 8 is 16. What I'm trying to do is draw a picture diagram and organize where the triangles are. So there is a visual and there's a sort of a map in the child's brain on where they're putting things. So I may do the first 4 triangles here, 4, 8, and I think that's 32. And then I would possibly ask them to help me out with adding 8 on, just to confirm the fact that you can actually add 8 on. So add 8 on, that's 40. What's 10 times 8? 80. Half of that is 40. Did you know that? Ask random questions like this as you're building the diagram. Always an opportunity for some learnings to be going on. 6, 8, 48, and so on, up until you've got all 12 written down. And what you then do is I have a dice that goes from 0 to 10, from 0 to 9. I have some playing cards that I can use, get the ace to 10. I can create some blank cards and put the numbers from 1 to whatever. I like to have something that's very quick recall. And I leave the child looking at this piece of paper that they've drawn it on or whatever. And what we do is we start. A whiteboard's usually great as well. So we start. I start calling a number. They can look at the sheet. They can find the answer, shout the answer. I'd rather them go for the answer and find it than to count up in 8s until they find it. Okay, so we do this maybe 10, 15 times. When I find one that they know kind of well, 2 times 8 is 16, I will continue to use that one frequently within the mix of ones I don't know. For example, 3 times 8, 24, 2 times 8, 16, 5 times 8, 40, 2 times 8, 16, 5 times 8, 40, 3 times 8, 24, 5 times 8, 40. So you start bringing that fact, repeat that fact naturally within the rhythm of the game. So they will figure out what you're doing. That's fine. But you persevere with it anyway, because you're trying to get them to learn. And if you can do this game for 5 minutes and they pick up one fact that they didn't know before very well, you're on a winner. After about 3 minutes or 2 minutes or whatever you feel comfortable, you can then ask them to remove any one of their triangles that they choose. And you can stay, you can't use one, you can't get rid of one, you can't get rid of 10 or something. And then they go, oh, I'll get rid of 3 times 8 is 24. All right, so we've got rid of 3 times 8 is 24. Because you've got rid of that now, it's in the position though, the gap is in the position where they can kind of remember that it was 24. They're starting to build a bond between the number 3, the number 8, and the number 24. And that's what I want to get. I want all of our youngsters who do the times tables to have the bond between the 3, the 8, and the 24. So if they're in an exam and they see there are 24 chairs in a room, we've got 3 tables, how many chairs around each table? They should see, well, 3, 24, 8, because I know that bond. So we need to look at those kind of things. Right, so then we go through the game again, so on and so on. We can play it so I can choose to remove one, the child can choose to remove one, and so on. And the objective is to get to a point where we've only got 2 or 3 left on the sheet. If we can get to the point where there's none left on the sheet, that's okay. But having 2 or 3 left on the sheet is not a problem, because those 2 will act as position fixers for the memory of the other ones that they're trying to learn. One game, this is just one version of this game. There's other ways we can, and I'll come back with how we can use playing cards to get them to learn more than one times table at the same time and practice that. But hopefully, this is a very quick game. I'm saying 10 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, and you can master a times table within a week. If you're an expert at how to ask questions correctly and how to hide your body language so they can really learn for themselves without feeling like they are seeking a reward of body language, or even avoiding a disappointing body language. If you can be neutral and just ask the questions backwards and forwards, if you can do that, you can do this within a few days at 10 minutes a day. Right, well, let me just stop the share a second. That's me. Hopefully the video is okay for you, not too long. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done the video. I'm here in the Netherlands. And sort of I've got a spare 5 minutes for you guys. Enjoy, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. B Dog Maths is out.